Well, here I go again. I'm sure most people that know me, well, nobody really knows me. Well, you kind of do. Think I'm a conspiracy theorist. And for me, that's fine because I'm sure I am. And I'd rather be a conspiracy theorist, which, in my opinion, is someone that sees things that others don't. I guess that's my opinion. And it turns out months later, the conspiracy theorists are usually the ones that are right. Anyway, it's not my point. I don't want to be right or wrong. Happy New Year, and welcome to the land of ISIS. Another conspiracy. Do you remember Syria? How long ago that was? I don't know. Was that a month ago? A month and a half? 2 months ago? Fuck, I don't know. Bassam Assad, or whatever the fuck his name is overthrown. He's the Christian dictator over the Muslim people that live there, from what I gather. He's overthrown. And who's he overthrown by? From what I gather and understand, the people that we went to war with for over 20 years, right? Al Qaeda. I like saying that word. Al Qaeda is now the good guy. When this all happened, what was the name of the group I started hearing again when Syria was overthrown and the Syrians started killing the Christians now? In case you didn't know, that's not on the news. Anyways, the name of the group that came about when Syria was overthrown by Al Qaeda, the good guys now, that we are with now. We were with them probably 30 years ago. We made them who they are. It's kind of like Hamas. Life is funny. It's interesting to live this long, to be able to see things. I don't see them, I just hear them. Anyway, Syria's overthrown. Did you see the fake news on CNN where they saved this guy from a prison and the whole video was debunked to be bullshit, fake news on the news? Doesn't matter. So Syria's overthrown. The big name that comes up is ISIS. What's the first thing that goes into this fucking, what do you call them, conspiracy theorist head? Oh shit, here comes ISIS again. Was I wrong? I thought ISIS was dead. ISIS was done, I don't know, 10 years ago? Whatever, when Hillary Clinton said, oh, we saw, oh, we killed him. Remember that? Did you see that video where she laughed about killing this guy? Anyway, what happens now? Today. I guess it was last night. Happy New Year's. ISIS is back. They closed down the football game for today, and this guy, a senator or whatever he is, says, the thing about terrorism is if we change our way of life, the terrorists win. So I'm going to the football game. I wasn't going to go, but because ISIS is back, I'm going to the football game. And I phoned a friend, and they're coming too. There was a law, I don't know when it was created, many, many years ago, to allow the FBI to listen to your phone calls if you're talking to people overseas that may be terrorists. So that gave the FBI the right to listen to any phone calls that were overseas. And they could just say, well, we thought that person was talking to a terrorist. Now, in my conspiracy brain, the new pandemic's coming. So, anyways, they're going to reinstate this law that I believe was removed by some fucking president. They're going to reinstate this law so that they can legally listen into your phone calls, which they do already. We all know that. Thank you, Snowden. I think his name was Snowden. You know, the guy in prison for telling the truth. He's not in prison, he's in exile. Anyway, they're going to reinstate that. And in my opinion, that's because we have a new pandemic coming and we want to know what this country is saying to that country, public, private people. At any rate, ISIS is back. You can thank Syria for that. Just kidding. I don't know who overthrew Syria. I'm pretty sure Israel and the United States had something to do with it because they have everything to do with everything that's going on in the Middle East. If you don't know that shit, then you're just watching the news. I have no idea where I want to go with these videos. I just have things that I feel like I need to say, or I want to say. I fucking knew a month ago that ISIS was coming back. No one said it on TV. The name ISIS was tossed around, but only in regards to Syria. But I knew the minute I heard it. Here we go again. Same as the N1H1, that apparently has been around for 30 years. But this time, over 30 years, but this time it's going to be lock your doors, stay in your house, don't go to the gym, blah, blah, blah. Here we go again. At any rate, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm okay with that. ISIS is back. Oddly enough. Anyways, like I said, I don't know where I'm going with these videos. With this bullshit, I just know I need to get it out of my fucking head. Why don't you just write it on paper and throw it away then? Well, I don't know, because I think people need to hear somebody say something that nobody else is saying. Like what I consider to be obvious and the truth. ISIS is back. Now, personally, in my opinion, if it was ISIS, they would do some damage. They wouldn't have one guy kill 15 people. Times have changed. If ISIS wanted to make a statement, they'd make a fucking statement. Soon Biden to speak on the Orlando attacks. It's going to be very interesting to see what the puppet masters somehow make this puppet say this shit. They must be drugging him up now because he's pretty much incoherent. Kind of like Trudeau. Well, Trudeau's just a fucking idiot. But anyway. ISIS is back. They're killing Christians in Syria. No one's saying anything. Muslims hate Christians. Not all Muslims, of course. Just the hardcore Muslims. Anyone that claims to be a Muslim that... whatever. Fuck. Happy New Year. Guess how I brought in my New Year? Woke up this morning, 5, 6 o'clock, made coffee. Before it was even done, I had to go back to bed. I had such a brutal headache. It was just like a hangover. It was a monster. Laid in bed till like 4 o'clock. I haven't had a drink in months, or a hoot in months. And I'm in bed, and suffering from a massive, felt like a hangover. And I'm going to thank a chocolate bar for that. It was a big chocolate bar. It was like a $6 chocolate bar. Spent the day eating it. And the night chewing on it. That and my orange juice. All the sugar, I think, is what's giving me a fucking headache now. But anyways, that's another story. This world is so stupid. We're so stupid. Anyway, blobbity fucking blah blah blah. Here comes ISIS. Here comes a new pandemic. Don't change your behaviors. Oh, but they shut down the football game for today. They'll put it on tomorrow because of ISIS. But we're not supposed to change anything because if we do, then the terrorists win. We shouldn't, when this new pandemic comes down, we shouldn't change anything. You're going to because most of you are sheep. We're going to shut down the world again. And that means the WEF wins. You want to know who your fucking terrorists are? The WEF. If you got chickens in your backyard, look out. Because they're going to come and they're going to kill them. Next up is the dogs, the pets. They've said it a long time ago. They want to kill the pets. People shouldn't have pets anymore. I seen them say it. This was before AI was so prevalent on the internet. Anyways, blah blah blah. That's another 11-minute video that no one needs to fucking hear. Yes, I am a conspiracy theorist. Yes, my conspiracies generally come true. ISIS. Does anybody remember the Oklahoma bombing? Do you remember that? Why did that building fucking blow out and not in? The truck, the bomb, the nitroglycerin bomb that was in the rider's truck, I believe it was, back in the 90s, was loaded with explosives. And it blew up. I can't remember the name of the building. Anyways, hundreds and hundreds of children, babies were killed. Apparently the truck was designated to blow that area of the building. Blew up half the building. I'm sorry, blew out half the building. Explain that. How does a bomb outside of a building blow the building out and not in? I don't know. Fucking conspiracies, eh? Yeah, I'm full of them. 2 airplanes take down 2 of the strongest structures on the fucking planet. Come free falling down to the ground from fires inside. I don't know, 120 stories up or something. There would have been millions and millions and millions of tons of debris on the ground. Why did it turn into dust? Why did those 2 buildings crumble into nothing? Conspiracy. Yeah, okay, sure. Why did the 3rd airplane that was overtaken by the civilians on the airplane crash into a field with nothing left? No passengers. Oh, but I believe there was a perfectly intact passport found of I don't know if it was a Muslim. It was definitely Eastern, if you know what I mean. Conspiracies, I know. 12 minutes long. Oh shit, 14.